Good morning, Year 6. I hope you're all well. Welcome to Thursday's spelling and handwriting lesson. Now, today's starter is going to be a little bit different because you're going to practice your spellings using your body. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to show you some ideas on the following slides of different ways that you can spell your spelling words using your different limbs. Okay, it's good to get up, get a bit active, and also practice your spellings at the same time. Okay, let's have a go and let's show you what I mean.
So you could practice your spelling words using this cheerleading alphabet. So you can see here all the different ways of all the different actions that you can use that stand for the different letters of the alphabet. Now, I don't have any little flags or any cheerleading pom-poms at home. So what you could use in your hand instead, maybe some slippers, some socks, some maracas, some pillows, anything you've got at home to spell out the alphabet like this. So if you want to pause the video, here's the first part of the alphabet. If you want to have a go at this, and then if I scroll down, and then there's the rest. Okay, like I said, pause the video if you need to, and if you want to do this activity. Okay, another idea, let's zoom out a bit, is to spell out the letters with your body. So I had a go at doing this one. Do you want to see how I got on? It was quite tricky, and it took me a few takes to get some of these letters right. So let's see what you think. So this was my attempt then, Year 6. So you can see I've got my O, F. That was quite a tricky one, F. F, I. That was a nice easy one. C. As you can see with C, it really helps if you're a bit more flexible. I, A, and L. Okay, so I'm sure you'll all be able to get really creative with this activity. You could do the cheerleading activity, or you could have a go at this one where you make the different letters of your spelling words using your bodies. Now, we'd really love it if you could send in some pictures to the Year 6 email address so we can have a little look at how you've got on.
So off you go then, agents. Get practicing your spelling words and then come back, meet me once you've finished for the rest of the lesson.
So the word of the day today is actually quite relevant to today's lesson. Now it's a cruciverbalist. Can you have a go at saying that word with me? Cruciverbalist. And that is a noun to describe someone who creates or loves solving crossword puzzles. Okay, so that's your new word of the day, and bear it in mind because, like I said, it's linked to today's lesson. So again, we are on lesson 4, covering this week's learning objective, which is to spell the cial sound after a vowel. So your vowels are A, E, I, O, U. So I've got a little challenge for you here, Year 6. Now, you might remember in one of the earlier lessons this week, we talked about the fact that words ending in cial are adjectives. Yeah? So they're words that describe something. Now, we talked about the fact that the ial ending means of or relating to. So the adjective official describes anything to do with an office or a position of authority. So I want you to have a go now at turning these Year 5 and 6 spelling words, so sacrifice and controversy, those are words on the Year 5 and 6 spelling list. I would like you to turn them into adjectives by adding the correct cial spelling to the end. Remember everything we've learnt so far over the past 2 weeks with Mrs. Green, with me, about those rules for adding the different spellings of cial to the end of your stem word. Okay, pause the video and have a go. Welcome back, Year 6. How did you get on? Now, let's take a little look because this was not quite as easy as it seemed. Okay, so let's take a look at sacrifice first then. Well, we can see that sacrifice follows the rules, doesn't it? If we look at the stem, so sacrifice, the last letter before the cial spelling is a vowel, isn't it? I. So we add cial. Okay, it follows the rules. However, when we take a look at controversy, we can see that actually controversial is spelt with an S-I-A-L. Okay, so that's one of the exceptions to the rule. Now I've put a big yellow star here because it's important for you to remember this spelling, especially seeing as controversy and therefore controversial are words on the year 5 and 6 spelling list, so you need to be spelling these words correctly. Okay, there are lots of different irregularities in the English language with spelling. There are always some words that don't follow the rules. And we can actually trace that back to the history of the English language and where different words have come from. So other exceptions are finance, which goes to financial. So you can see there we've got an N before the cial ending. Usually when the stem word ends in a consonant, we add TIAL, don't we? But not for financial. Okay, we add CIAL. And the same for province and provincial. Okay, you can see the end of the stem word is an N and we've got a CIAL ending and not a TIAL ending. If something is provincial, it relates to the countryside. It's an adjective that describes the countryside or somewhere where there are a lot of farms. Now, the reason these words are different is because they come from French origins. So they're words that have been borrowed into the English language from French. And actually this picture here, I've put that there to show that most words with the TIAL ending come from Latin. So when you see the TIAL ending or the CIAL ending, usually it gives you a bit of a clue as to where those words came from, what their history was. Okay, so here are your chilies for today. Chili 1 is to create a word search containing your spelling words for this week. And can you ask someone else to find your words at home? Perhaps you can give them your puzzle for them to use and to figure them out. Chili 2, can you complete the CIAL word crossword? Now, can you remember what that word of the day was? A cruciverbalist. Yeah, so if you're somebody who loves crosswords, I'm sure you'll enjoy the next activity for Chili 2. So in a moment, I'm going to flip forward to the crossword and I'll explain how you can work that out at home on your device. And then Chili 3, you're going to complete Chili 2 and you are going to create your own crossword for somebody else to complete. So Chili 2 and Chili 3, here is your spelling crossword. Now, before you do anything else, I would like you to pause the video and copy this grid onto your piece of paper that you have at home. Okay, so when you copy this out, make sure that you put the numbers in the correct boxes. So this box here is number 1, this one's number 2, this is number 3, this is number 4, this is number 5, this is number 6, this is number 7, this is number 8, and this is number 9. I've labelled them quite clearly with the green arrows. So before you do anything else, pause your video, make sure you've got the right number of boxes. Okay, so take your time to do this properly. Okay, welcome back. So now that you've copied the crossword, here are the clues. So if I zoom in for you, These here are the clues for across. So any words that go across like this, the clues are in this section here. So clue number 1 for word number 1, it is better or greater than what is usual. And number 5, an adjective relating to a race of people. And word 6 across is reclusive, not enjoying the company of others. And number 7 across is an adjective relating to the face. Number 9 across is having a good or favourable effect, helpful. So now we're going to take a look at the down words. So words that go down in your crossword. So for 4 down, it'll be this word here. 1 down is shallow, slight or insignificant. 2 is made or produced by human beings, not natural. 3 is approved by an authority. 4 is friendly, enjoying the company of others. And 8 is the most important part or vital. So what I suggest you do is pause the video on this screen so that you can have a look at the clues here and then take a look at the crossword that you've copied out and fill in the ones you're really confident with first, and then that will fill in some of the letters to help you with the clues you are least confident with. So for chili 1s, 2s and 3s, here are your spelling words for this week to help you think of those words that you will need. Okay. So as soon as you have finished your crossword, here are your answers so that you can check. So 1 across was special, 1 down was superficial, 4 down was social, 5 across was racial, 6 across was antisocial, 3 down was official, 2 down was artificial, 7 across is facial, 8 down was crucial, 9 across was beneficial. Yet again, feel free to take a picture of your crossword and send it into the Year 6 email address so we can take a look too. Now don't forget that I've set up a quiz for you on Spelling Shed for you to practice your sh sound spellings. So don't forget that the quiz is available until Friday, so you've got until tomorrow to have a go at the quiz. On Friday, in Friday's lesson, I'll be announcing the lucky winners of some dojo points, so make sure you get on there and get practicing.